K-pop country, yeah. So, South Korea, Pyeongchang has a water drone. If you didn't know, I'm Lucas Farley, the commentator. I also made this track that we are currently at today. Just let me know if any of the audio sounds a bit wacky or a bit too loud, because I feel like they might turn down some of the records. Hopefully the camera angles are fine and track. So Pyeongchang water drone. This is built around pre-existing Winter Olympics stage and blah blah blah. You sort of see the museum in the background. Current board of diagonal, seen here in the GT. So we have, of course, an ISCC GT on the LMP3 today. Two heavy braking zones. Here's the first one into the military hairpin. This is a nice, and it goes into the autumn hairpin. I don't know if it's got a track yet. Those ones are changed. This is some new buildings. If people know from past history, we had a nice amount of death. Way too loud. Past seasons, you remember it was a construction site on the infield areas, and now we do have some buildings. You can see in the from the maximum view. We'll dive on. We've got 10 minutes to go. I unfortunately didn't get the timer started in time, so we will. So ibuprofen currently on pole. They are ibuprofen taking pole position in the Le Mans race, which was a couple of weeks ago now. I'm sure everybody's recovered from that. Bracket, I haven't still. Which was last week. Ooh. So 10 minutes roughly on the clock. It's really close between the field this today. I mean, as it's our first street circuit on the calendar. We'll be having down ISCC. I'll have a look at the information for you in a bit. Forget it, I won't find the spreadsheets. God, it's all one basis, isn't it? But well. So there have been a lot of renovations at the circuit, probably new track surface as well. A bit more added. Number one here. I have the view names this time of play games, which was our pole position GT in Le Mans de Circuit de la Sarthe, and our race winner. It's been a week. I can't remember much of the results. All I remember is that there was a car on fire at the end. Mia won, and the walls disappeared, but that sometimes happens. Hopefully the walls do not disappear for today's race. If not, it's not a street circuit, is it? Oh well. Going through the last corner here onto the main straight and starting a new lap with 7 minutes and 46 seconds to go. So turn one, really nice fast corner. Turn two, a long sweeping right hander. Used to be a chicane here, but now we go straight into the left hander, quite tight. Be careful on the exit there, or the wall will ping junction as well, you might be compromised into the banking here. And then into the right hand, the quick chicane, the right Lucas Tech chicane with a sausage curve on the exit can carry a lot of speed through the exit. Fast left-hander here, got to be really careful you don't get any track limps. And the right-hander of Thunder Corner, really critical corner there, because if you take too much entry, you have a possibility of invalidating your lap. Then onto the main straight, into the Montreal hairpin here. You can carry the speed through and carry it wide, because you have it will help you with the momentum into the next hairpin here, which then goes onto the longest back straight of the circuit. A really fast part here. You don't want to pick up any CCs or hitting the wall here, but it's pretty much flat out for the LMP3 and GT cars for us today. And into the hardest braking zone here, but make sure you use your nice brake marker boards here today, or you'll be going really wide into the runoff there. And into the last corner, the international left-hander, and that completes your lap of Pyeongchang Plaza Autodrome. Go on board with GoPro. Looks like a VTEC Nando's looking good, but it's too fine. So a lot of people in sector 2. Aggressive on the exit curve there, because corner car is really generous. There's a lot of the tight corners, so you've got 2 corners, so the turn 4 and the fast right hander onto the back straight. Be really careful, we will get an invalidation. People using a lot of the exit on the last corner there, following that speed through. 5 minutes ago, we was on pole with on second, and Play Games currently in third. There's your top 3 in. Actually, no, wait. Let's double check. Yeah, actually, that should be fine. Oh, I'm definitely caught on board with a CC there. Happens sometimes. So fast right-hander here, pretty much flat around here, and then onto the back straight here into the heavy braking zone. Before long right-hander sort of opens, pit entry on the left if you dive in, and you've got your left-hander here onto the main straight. Banking corner here. Can carry a bit of speed through there, but you're really careful you don't run too wide on exit, which can sometimes happen. On board with the 555 here. Heading through the double left-hander into one of the strictest corners, the right-hander there. Too much of the entry there, you will pick up a corner cut. Onto the sort of a mini rest on the back straight, and then into the Montreal hairpin, and then you get a bit of a rest, bit of a curved braking zone here. You can use it as a much entry, or you take it tight if you, depending on your racing line there. Then through the quick right-hander here, and then you're going to be back on the back straight, have a bit of a rest, and then getting ready for picking out your braking zone, which is really heavy. 2 minutes and 20 seconds now remaining. Qualifying order still looks a bit interesting. We've got Mia on pole with a nice margin there, nearly a second gap between the second place LMP3 prototype. And further back between Charles diving there for the GT. No, sorry. It's this area here. Wait, how many GTs do we have? Let's have a look. Oh yes, hello everybody. We have a podium room. This is all our sponsors for today's race. Very nice. And if you have a look upstairs, this is the cool down room. If everyone remembers this chaotic moment at the end of the Le Mans race, very nice. Got some nice still images from Le Mans. Got a bit of Spa-Francorchamps there, and we've got a bit of Indianapolis Speedway. So after you've done your race, sit down, and that's it. And then you go up to the top step of the podium afterwards. Nice view of the circuit. And 40 seconds remaining. This will be everyone's final couple of laps before we have the race right after. 45-minute race. 45 minutes for a street race. This all gives you preparation for the main race here at XLMS, which I think is the next following weekend. 2 hours of Pyeongchang. Got 9 seconds remaining, so pretty much the flag is finished here. The flag will be dropped. It will be placed on the main straight. GT4 drivers and GT3s. That's all like that. So around the final 2 corners, pit lanes down left for the last corner. Use a lot of the exit there, up to the start finish line. Oh, look at our number 1 marshal post here. Has a nice overview of the turn 1. As I remember in the previous couple of races, especially for ISCC, we had a lot of crashes in turn 1 exit, which was amazing to see. So we'll be back with the 45-minute race in a minute, so I'll see you all guys in a second. I'm going to go straight to a nice mini coffee break, or if you are that person, have a dinner break instead. See you in a bit. Hello everybody, this is the commercial break. We'll be the adverts thingy bobby. Just watching everybody grid up before we start the race today here. 45 minutes on the clock will be the race today. Look at everybody standing in front of their cars. Definitely singing the South Korean national anthem before we start. So if we look at the championship, pretty much your GT4 leader is winning of play games. Your GT3 of RSCA is currently 120 points ahead in the lead, and your LMP3 prototype today, Mia, is on 140 points with 3 more races after today. We'll be doing the triple American leg of Vermont, Del Mar, and then I think that's Road America. I don't know why it's called ELK. So there's 4 races remaining, including this one today. Be interesting who's going to get the wins, who's going to close some points in the P2s or P3s in the classes, which it looks like it's going to be happening today. So everybody into the cars now. And I'll head over to the main stream, get ready for the media source was the sorry if that was visible then. No shit, Sherlock. Why can't I spectate? I literally can't spectate what is going on. Oh, now it's fixed, okay. Oh, I think the same. I mean, when you just get to the last corner, just a couple of last corners, the Manchester derby has started between Manchester United and Manchester City. Okay. Use the grip. I don't know where I actually copied the car from. I think the main was from. I don't know. Right, around the last corner. Start zone between the last starting grids and of course the start finish line. Go green in, I was about to say Marrakesh for some reason. Mia takes the lead from the LP3s. 31 minutes remaining on the timer. finally, let's get going. So 26 minutes on time remaining, everybody. Sorry about the absentee. There was some nice chicken. So 45 minutes of going around the circuit, and it's roughly at 45 corn cut limit. So the number 6 was like they have retired the LMP3 car, so that means there's 3 prototypes remaining in the class. In the GT3 we have the number 2, which would... that's GT4. Number 2 in GT3 is apparently Tailfire, but I don't think he's driving. I think this is a bit ancient, not gonna lie. Let's go on board and play games. Nice battle for the lead in GT4 here. That is your top. Is that you? Yes, that is your top 3 there. Play games, Rock 27 and Ibuprofen there in 3rd. Actually, Ibuprofen's in GT3, but. Through the bank in here. Using all the banking, using all the speeds. Then down to the chicane here, then onto the mini brake, I'll call it. Then through the fast double left-hander here, then into the strictest corner on the court. On the court. It's called tennis coaching. And Thunder's corner apparently is the corner that rebranded name. Into the Monterey hairpin here. You see the entry lines, they use all the curb for entry. That's the safety car right there. So that's where it's parked. Then flat all the way around here, down into the braking zone. The penultimate turn. I would say braking at the curb there. Well, for me, it would be braking at the curb. I'm not really good at braking zones. And then entering the last corner. Has Cool Santi disconnected or something? No, he must have had a massive error or something like in that lap then. Lost a lot of time, lost a lot of positions to the GT3 and GT4 field, sorry. Let's go on board with him to see if anything happens there. Got a couple of people nearing the corner cut penalties. We already saw people that hit it, so Cool Santi's hit it, so maybe that was his drive-through penalty he just served. Charles Leclerc on 44, one behind. Cameron on 48, so he's past the minimum of 45 corner cuts you have in the race. That means it doesn't mean purposely cutting the course, it's accidentally turning a bit too early or too late for the corner. If you are seen purposely cutting, then you could get another penalty for intentional cutting to gain time. Onto the bank. Oh, I dropped something. Into the chicane here. The chicken. Everyone loves a bit of chicken. I had chicken for dinner. Very nice chicken. Brad saying he's done. It's fantastic. I'm going to try and find some on-track battling in classes. The number 9, 20 in ACA. No, get served his drive-through penalty. I mean, oh, the 73 number 1. Okay, we go on board with them. So that is your GT4 drivers. Play games and rock here. Interesting, you've got Ibuprofen in the GT3. They're just chilling behind, just casually having a nice view of the battle on circuit. So Rock 27 currently has the advantage over Play Games here. Of course, we still have basically 20 minutes to go, so that's roughly 15 laps to go. Maybe less, I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. I'm not those maths magical people that know all the numbers instantly like that. Boom! I know that is how much we have remaining. So through the fast right-hander here, onto the back straight. Ooh, I think Rock 27 might have just compromised himself there, and going through that right-hander, you can lose time if you either take it too tight. If you take it too tight, you sometimes might go a bit too wide and hit the exit wall, or if you miss the apex entirely and you're still going full speed and turning right, you can sometimes wash wide into the barrier on the exit, which I have done a couple when I did some laps in the safety car. But just like Rock 27 has pulled a bit of a gap on Play Games here, because they were really close entering the last two corners. But I think massively, if you're confident enough, you can carry a lot of speed through turn 1. I feel like that's a lot critical corner to bring a lot of speed through, and of course the right-hander onto this back straight we're currently on is critical as well, because those are really sharp 90-degree corners, but you want to make sure you carry the speed through. You sometimes might get a corner cut, but you want to make sure you bring that speed through, carry on to the main straight. But Play Games is just roughly like 4 car lengths behind Rock 27, maybe 5, just increase a bit more there. Coming up on a GT3 car here. I'm lapping the GT3 car. It's weird to think of that, GT4 lapping a GT3. Like Super GT here. Of Canron, which picked up a CCPM penalty earlier on in the race. So through the left-hander here. Oh, Khalifa has picked up a drive-through penalty for his corner cuts. And Cliff Tower is just up ahead there on screen here in front of Play Games and Rock 27. Games using a lot of the exit there. He's definitely picked up his CC, but look at he's gained massively on Rock 27 there on carrying the speed through those 90-degree corners there. You want to make sure you get that minimal speed perfect through the corner. Don't want to sacrifice the exit speed at all. I think it's very generous to exit on that corner, so through the fast right-hander here. But again, still lurking there. Any mistake or any corner cut penalties, he will definitely be there ready and waiting. Less than a second gap. Of course, Santos is coming up on ibuprofen there in 6th place overall. Well, LMP3 against GT3, can't really do much about that. Different class entirely, so you could gain, could lose, unless you might have a bit of a lag, which can sort of happen sometimes. Roughly 15 minutes remaining on the timer, but let's have a look on the stream timer is 14 minutes and 50 seconds, so 10 seconds ahead. We've definitely met over 50% drive time for those drivers to get classified. He has the second place Danish Motorsport of Kia 405 behind him, second overall, and of course second of GT3 field and third overall. Necro is currently second. No, Necro is not second. Sorry, that's not. Why do we have the team names of fucking driver names? We've got a Brahma over here in the number 13. Has a bit of a relaxing gap between 7th overall and himself, but does have the 226 not far behind him, a couple of seconds just down the road behind him. Hello, is anyone watching? Did you, oops, sorry, I might just absolutely demolish everybody's ears there. Did anybody watch the 6 AM Japanese Grand Prix bracket? That's UK time, of course. I did, because I woke up. Ibuprofen's complaining about the When I did do laps in the GT car, I did have high tyre wear, and that was in the safety car, by the way. So, high tyre wear Deg circuit. It's that new asphalt. Oof, asphalt. Yeah, I didn't actually fix the sound because, you know, a bit busy in life. Really close for first. Oh, Play Games is just ahead there. Oh, no, he isn't. Yes, he is. Hard to say. Oh, you can see, look, Play Games carry the speed through turn 1 there. See? Carry the speed through that turn 1. You absolutely... I won't spoil the Korean translations yet until the XMS race here, and then I'll gladly say what those mean. There's 3 different Korean texts around the circuit, so you've got 3 on the building, 1 on the bridge as well. Some already know the translation if you know your Korean. Oh, Charles has met his rival penalty. They are both neck and neck here, entering the line. Who is currently ahead on circuit? Just rocked there. Really close there. Probably do it in chat so you can see what you've typed instead of doing it in secret lines. Oh, cool, Santi has a penalty. Is that corner cuts? Or yes, he probably has met the second corner cut. So the second limit is 45 divided by 2, which is roughly 22.5. Is that correct? Probably 22 or 20. I don't know what the second penalty is. Yeah, 22 rounded down. Yeah, that's what I would. You can't do half a corner cut, remember. I can't do 0.5 of a corner cut. Will be interesting if you could, but hard to say. So we have roughly less than 10 minutes to go. We have a couple retirements of the number 6 Alton Autosport LMP3 prototype and the number 16 Blaze Racing GT3 car. I really don't know what colours are half of the time. I'm not colourblind, it's just I forget. I've like the brain of a fish sometimes and the brain of Jesus. It's amazing sometimes. But you know, usually it's like a fish when it comes to me doing the streams. Oof. So Mia is your current leader in LMP3 prototype in the 07 Ultimate Motorsport. Your leader in GT3 in the number 2 GT3 Danish Motorsport vehicle, sort of the Aston Martin. Definitely is Aston Martin. Your ears are definitely being reduced to atoms, as you hear on stream. What for me is Doritos. Santi's performing 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. Oh. There we go, we're going on board of the McLaren, the 162 with Racer Car Man here. Bit more relaxing instead of the Aston Martin with your ears being reduced to atoms. Oh gosh, you can literally hear an Aston Martin in the background. He is currently behind Will. In the number 70 of the XKZ Racing Team. Passing the retired safety car, which had a great time on the formation lap, which was probably the incorrect car inserted, but it's fine. Who is streaming? Fantastic. So 4 minutes. Play Games is currently is behind Oscar on circuit here. That will be a lapped car in the 71, which is 16th overall in the XKZ Racing Team. But Play Games has just managed so Play Games, has managed to gap a bit on Rock 27 here for the GT4 lead. But of course, he is currently Play Games P3 overall on the circuit. The third place in GT3 is just behind Rock 27. Rock 27 is just overtaking him in the background. Play Games just overtaking Oscar there to get past the lapped cars and giving himself a nice clean bit of road up ahead for the couple remaining laps. It's probably 2 laps remaining now. Into the left-hander here, quite tight on the CC into the CC there, yeah. Bleh. Into the banking, into the chicken, everyone else a bit of chicken, the chicane. Couple post-race penalties are being popped up there. Into the double left and then into the right-hander here. Use a lot of the exit curb on the exit. You've got a bit of sausage curb. Doesn't really hinder your exit speed anyway, but you will get contact if you go too far wide. So we have 1 minute currently remaining of the race. After this 44 minutes currently, 45 minute race. So I think this will be the penultimate lap. Next lap will be white flag coming around the circuit. On board with me now, in the 07. given that old retro Alton Motorsport livery from a couple of years ago. Is it white flag? No, not white flag, okay. I thought it would be white flag then. So it is, the timer has finished. So Mia coming down the back straight here into the final heavy braking zone here. Penultimate turn and avoiding the pit lane. You don't want to do a Michael Schumacher and enter the pit lane and serve your driver penalty, which would be quite funny. But Mia is your race winner for today in Pyeongchang. Wait, is it? Yes, it is, sorry. So I didn't see the wall for a second. So Mia is your current race winner. Close battle between the 13 and 73 there across the line. Whoa! Really close there between those two. So yeah, plate racer car man ahead of Royal there. Gogler coming across the line. Give himself P13 overall. Here comes Flash in the number 12. Giving himself P14. Here comes Doritos, your GT3 winner of today. Really good. Here comes Play Games, winner of your GT4. Quite close on the track between the GT4 and GT3. Khalifa Tower in the 23 coming across. Rukia coming across. Here comes Oscar and Rukoyo. Is that Gogler? I can't see the names in time. And Cool Santi in P2 in LMP3. That's another P2 to his overall. Is that everyone on the circuit already? Oh, that was great. So Mia stretches out the championship. I'm pretty sure that with my first is 20 points. Oh wait, so if after Vermont, the championship maybe be decided, I think. So we have your top three in LMP3 prototype is Mia in first, Cool Santi in second, and the 787. Which is Charles Leclerc, not the actual Charles Leclerc, but of course, that's your top three for podium. Your GT3 fields, you have Doritos in the number I just call him Doritos. I think it sounds much more awesome. Doritos, your race winner in GT3. In number 2, Danish Motorsports, which hasn't seen action for some time on the circuits for a couple of races, especially the last race. And your P2 in GT3. And it's the is that your number 3, which is Verocchio, which will extend his championship lead from Limp Me, which didn't have the best of races today. Game P3, still close, but it will sort of edge out in the championship. Unfortunately, no Yoshi today in the number 24 Horizon Racing. sort of edges the gap a bit further away from P2 and P3 in GT3. So your GT4 podium today is Play Games, absolutely winning every single race since the beginning of the season. And then Rokia 27, closely fought race between throughout until the last couple of minutes. Play Games managed to just edge ahead and win the race. And then the number 13 is your third place race of Brahmoman. We have a podium, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know which podium we're going to. I don't know, I'm going in the cool down room. Look, this is your cool down room. Very nice. Pyeongchang Plaza Autodrome. That is in Korean. Literally what it says in English right there. Here's your today's sponsors: Lucas Tech, Ultimate Flow Racing Fuels, official fuels of RSCA, Ultimate Carbon Energy Drink, Glatt Motor Oil since 1955, RoRacing.com, and International tyre providers. We're currently using the Sabo stage, very nice. Still hasn't performed his singing performance live, quite sad. Back with you with the podiums. Just giving everybody some time to get to the podiums, of course. Woohoo! Max Verstappen be like, woo! With our race winner Mia, Skull Santi, and Charles Leclerc. I think there's water in the car. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that was cut short. Oh, no wonder my ears were being burned alive. You got another Dutch winner. So Doritos, your P1 in GT3, Rocio P2, and limp me P3 in your GT3 field today at Pyeongchang Plaza Autodrome. Very complicated naming. Why not just call it Pyeongchang? So much easier. Another Dutch winner in 2 classes. And now we're going to head to the GT4. Oh my ears. Wow. Oh. Dutch anthem's playing again. I think I should be here. There we go. It's like... I have that anchored, you can't fly that. Any national anthem? Yeah, we go. Here comes Play Games with the Italian national anthem. GT4 race winner. That'll be the 7th win in a row for Play Games. Had a bit of a hard fought race of Rock 27. Really close for 40 minutes plus of the race. And we have Brahmo in 3rd place, wrapping off the P3 on the GT4 field. Da, da, da. Who's going to be the first interview? Don't want to end up running through the wall there. Right. First interviewer. Let's bring him up to the... Oh god, let's just go... Hello, welcome to the interview room. Yeah, that was a bit rushed. I just had to move 700 people, not. So, our race winner today in LMP3 prototype, Mia. Charles Leclerc is currently in the way. Let's just move him. There we go, right. So, how was the race?
Well, it started off very, well, I hit the wall coming out of the fast right-hander after, like, you know, the back straight where it just
the fast right-hander onto the long back straight. Yes, yeah.
that
can happen.
Very treacherous in the LMP3. I hit the wall there 3 times at least.
Ooh.
Very treacherous corner. But apart from that, it was a very fun track to drive actually, because it's so technical. It's just really fun to go around and set fast lap times around here, and I had fun while driving, and I gapped the field, so.
Yeah, that's one of 2 street circuits on the ISCC calendar this season. We have Del Mar, the penultimate race of the season. We have Vermont next race, then Del Mar, and then finishing off in Road America. So I think as we approach the next race into Vermont, I think if you win that race, I think the championship in LMP3 prototype, I think is done and dusted for you. With already a full...
Well.
Yes, if I'm correct, if you get pretty much any point scoring finish, I think that's pretty much sealed it.
Considering there's only 3 attending, yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, that's your 7th win in a row. Probably currently 6 in XLMS and 7 in ISCC. So that's sort of giving you, let's say, a mini practice for the XLMS race here, the 2 hours of Pyeongchang. You sort of confident going into that race next?
Well, first I need to actually be able to attend the race. That's already in questioning, so I'm not sure yet. But if I can attend the race, this gives me a very good idea of what to do.
Okay, that's excellent. Any questions?
No, just bring back Providence.
Wow. Okay. Right. Thank you, Mia. We're now going to move the next person into the interview room. Ooh. Thank you, Mia. Have a good one.
Right.
Hello. Welcome to the interview room now. You can come onto the stage if you wish to do so.
Okay. Hello. How are you?
I am good. So, how was the race from your point of view today?
Well, since there were 3 cars in my class, in the LMP3 class, I decided to, like, chill, and I didn't risk anything on the race, except in the first couple of laps when I did so many track limits, which affected me later,
Yeah.
but to be honest, I didn't care for most of the part of the race. Um, because yeah, only 3 cars. Podium was warranted, so yeah.
Yeah, sort of already got the points done, dusted on the board. So,
Yes, correct.
is that sort of giving you sort of a bit of practice for the XMS race here in a couple of weeks' time? I think it's next
The
week.
XLMS.
Yes,
say-
the 2 hours of Pyeongchang. Are you all? Is that sort of giving you a bit of insights of how the race is going to go, or how the
Well,
feel is?
I'm not sure. I don't think that I'm going to race. I used to race in the XLMS last season in a couple of races, but my team didn't support me at all. So yeah, it was the team of the Liechtenstein of Seawolf. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Seawolf. Yeah. And I saw that I had pace. And then I raced with an LMP2. I don't remember the team, but they didn't come to the weekend. I didn't have any strategy or something, and I qualified. I think it was fourth, and I battled for the podium. But then, since I didn't have any strategy and I had trouble, I think I finished seventh or eighth. I don't remember. So if I end up racing, I think that it will be with a good team like XKC Racing. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's not something that I know at this moment. But I will talk with Fit about it.
So that is a P3 for Charles
Yes.
Leclerc here. That is gonna help you gain a bit more in the championship on.
Yes.
So GT4. Blah, 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 blah. Let's have a look at the. Oh,
Well,
sorry,
something else.
Sorry, LMP3. I've absolutely mixed the prototypes up. With not Lance Simmons or Clerks returning today, that is sort of going to help you gain towards their points. So you're currently on 28. So with a nice 16-point boost to that, I'll get you a bit closer to Clerks in P5 on 64.
Let me check the standings real quick. Okay, so I'm
Currently on 28
currently,
points.
Yes, sixth. So I will stay on my current position, but it helps a lot with the battle for the fourth place between me, Vestergaard, and Kleserker. So yeah, I think that is possible to achieve a fourth position.
Yeah. The next race is Vermont. Looking forward for that race?
Yes, yeah. I think that I'll practice more because, to be fair, well, I discovered that we had this race on Thursday, and I was really
Oh
bad
no!
with the test and stuff, so I couldn't practice a lot. But I tell you that I will practice more for the next one and try to get another podium.
So Vermont's next race, that'll be our triple header at the US.
Triple header, actually.
Yeah. Well, not back to back in weeks, sorry. But so we have triple. I shouldn't say triple header. I should have said 3 American races back together. So Vermont, Delmar, the last street circuit on the circuit. On the calendar, sorry, not the circuit.
Yeah.
That's a bit too many circuits. And then, of course, finishing end Road America, everyone's nice ending ground to finish the season off.
First of
So, looking forward for those, especially a new circuit, Delmar. Hasn't been raced for a long time.
I think,
and yeah.
I thought it was Road Atlanta. I was going to say that I love Road Atlanta. So I expected a lot on that race, but I see it's Road America. Well, yes, I expect good stuff from Del Mar because normally I'm good on the street circuits, mostly if the walls are really close to the track. From other games and other leagues. I have seen that I love these tracks. So yeah, I don't know the layout, but if it's like this, I think that I can do a nice job.
Okay, well, thank you, Charles. We'll hopefully see you
Thank you.
at the next race in. I've
In
literally
the
forgotten
United
Vermont. Duh. And we'll hopefully see you there. Thank you for attending the race. See you soon.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye. Hello.
Hello.
How was the race?
The race of my team was good. We was fighting play games in GT4 with Rob. Solid drive by two drivers, and in GT3 was more issues. Like Royal wasn't very happy with the track, Oscar the same, and we finished it I think in P6 and P7. It's okay for the team. It was a normal race.
Normal race. So, with those results, was that sort of going to give you a bit of confidence into the next 3 races for ISCC?
Yeah, maybe in Vermont can improve that result because Royal knows the track and Rock the same, and I think Vermont is more dizzy than Korea. Del Mar, I don't know Del Mar to be honest, but
It's a new circuit, new street circuit. It's really fun looking. So
really
that's what
fun.
I can say.
Yeah. I love street circuits, and Road America it's a classic. For me, the best track in the calendar.
And then finishing at Road America for the season finale as well.
Yeah. And I took accounts by the GT3 championship, and maybe if we get 4 points or more, we can be a world champion. Maybe. I don't know if it's okay, but
It's still possible. I think it'll be very close.
yeah.
But of course, you still got 3 races the remaining, and of course it can all be depending on if people can attend and not attend. So
yeah.
we'll have to know until then, don't we? But I think that's a great great race. Bit painful for some people, but it happens sometimes. Got to get through those circuits that everyone's not good at. But yeah. So I guess we'll see you. Will you be racing? Anyone be racing in the XLMS race here at Pyeongchang?
I don't know. Maybe we change drivers for the 74, but I don't know. The track is here in Korea. I think the LMP2 can be more competitive than the GT4 and GT3, so maybe we got a fun race.
Okay. Well,
More or less.
we'll see you until then. Right, thank you very much, and have a good rest of the day, and see you next time. Have a good one. Right, that's it, everybody. That is your race here at the Pyeongchang Plaza Autodrome here in South Korea, not North Korea, so don't mix them up, guys. And we have our race winners of Mia in your Mia in your LMP3 prototype, Play Games in your GT4, and Doritos is what I like to call him, is your GT3 overall winner. So there'll still be some post-race penalties being judged about, or be posted in ISCC announcements. But that's thank you from Lucas Fowley today. Your interesting commentary today, having my chicken. Hope everyone enjoyed the race today. There's the helicopter. And we'll be heading to the next race here in the XMS race, or Inca should be next one actually. But all I can say, that is it from today's race here for the ISCC race, and we'll see you all again next week.